Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Cane Corso. Hey baby girl, I'm out here with Remy. As you can see, she is chock full. Matt Mordigan, are you a sweet baby? Are you a sweet baby? You're a funny man. He's a big old funny dog. Who's a big old funny dog? Who's a big old funny dog? Who's a big old funny dog? What's a big old funny dog? What's a big old funny dog? Who's a big dog? Who's a big dog? Oh, watch out. And he's off. Yep. Hey, the funny boy. Yes, you are a funny boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a funny man. Oh, my God. He's too funny. You're a funny boy, Matt Mordigan. You're a funny boy. Look at him go. Big old dog. Big old dog. He's a big old dog. Are you a funny boy? Are you a funny boy? Yes, you are. You're a funny man. Oh, there's a Biza. That's his daughter. She big. She real big. And her and Switch should have Grim babies in there. Really excited about that. So she's looking really good. And she definitely does look preggers to me, but she's much earlier on. Come here, Beezy, come on, Beezy. You're a good girl. You're a baby. Yeah. So there's no dogs out. Okay. So I have to tell you guys about a crazy story. So last night, quiet down. Last night I got a call from I have to hurry because Reese is on her way with my grandbaby. Quit! Get off me, woman! So I get a call. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry. So I got a call. I got a text message from somebody yesterday claiming that that one of my buyers had abandoned their dog and had left the dog in the backyard, and that this individual had broken into the backyard and was taking care of the dog, but that they were letting me know that they were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow if I didn't come and get the dog. And I was like, oh crap, absolutely. She told me the dog's name. I knew exactly who it was. And so I was like, absolutely. Definitely. Well, then this individual is like offers to have their son transport the dog. Well, I had already been paid for the dog. So really what was more important to me was to find the dog a good home. And I knew of 2 people in Texas that wanted a Corso from me in the past, and it just hadn't, worked out or whatever. So I had an idea of who to give the dog to. I was just literally going to give him the dog because I know him, same person who has Oso, for those of y'all, in Liberty. So I was like, it's more important to just get this dog, make sure she doesn't end up in the shelter, right? So I contact Jessica, and she says, yes, absolutely, I'll take her. And so I let the person know, the quote-unquote neighbor, I let them know, and I asked them for an address. They give me an address, and I forward that information to Jessica, and I think everything's fine. I'm thinking, good, we got it covered in literally less than 45 minutes. It went from, oh my gosh, to the dog has a home and everything's going to be fine. Well, I get a call from Jessica this morning, basically letting me know that the person who says they had the dog, that the dog went to the shelter, and that she's pregnant. And so I'm like, okay. So I try to contact the individual who said that they had the dog, and they don't answer anymore. They won't answer any of my text messages. I call the number, and the number is not a real number. It is it's like a text to, it's like the text to subscriber person is not available, blah, blah, whatever. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I had looked up the area in Google Maps. It was a nice area. There's no reason for a person to be not having a real cell phone there. Well, then I'm trying to find the address, right? And like it pulled up in Google, but what I realized was that Google was not pulling up the actual address. It was pulling up a nearby address. And so there was no actual, the address that was given was a fake address. It was in the neighborhood. So what I did is I contacted the person who had originally bought the dog from me, who, mind you, had scammed me pretty early on for vet bills for the dog. And so I go through and I do like a search on this woman, and I find out that her house is literally across the street, directly across the street from the house that is coming up on Google, but is not actually the address that was given. But for whatever reason, it is showing up. It is showing up like an address, but it's not connecting, if that makes sense. So pretty wild. So anyway, so then I call animal control. And so far, animal control has not contacted me back. But this lady, when I contacted the person who had the dog, she swears that she still has the dog. And that the dog that she doesn't have any neighbors. And so one of two things is going on. Either one, this girl is literally trying to scam me. I think that what she thought I would do is that I would take her offer to do transport and I would pay beforehand and then she would keep that money. So either that or she really did abandon the dog and I'm waiting to hear back from animal control. Now, what was weird is that the woman said that the dog was abandoned and she said that she had to break in to get the dog. And I mentioned, I know exactly who this is, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a crappy experience. She scammed me. And this person was like, well, she left the contract and all of your contact information to be able to get a hold of you. And she left proof of payment. And I'm sitting like, who leaves proof of payment and all this stuff? Like, first of all, you said that the dog was left and that you broke in to get the dog. So how did you get all this information? You see what I'm saying? And if she had that information, she would know that the contract dictates that the dog comes back to me and cannot be put in a shelter. So either way, I don't think the dog is in the shelter. I think that the woman still has the dog. And I think that she very much was trying to scam me again. And it was pretty wild. And I called her out on it. And she basically was trying to do one of those things of like I didn't ask, she didn't say I didn't ask for any money, but she basically was like, where's the scam? Like, I'd look through the messages. I don't see anybody asking you for money. And it's like, yeah, no, the offer of transport. You know what I mean? The only thing is that you didn't think that I would just rehome the dog locally. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure that she thought that I'm as greedy as she is and that I was going to have the dog shipped all the way up here to me so that I could sell the dog. But the truth is, I've already made my money on the dog. I'm not a greedy person, and it's more important to me to find a good home for the dog. And so I reached out to people locally that I knew would take good care of the dog. Psh, don't chew on that. No. And anyway, so... You know, coincidentally, as Jessica is literally on her way over there, the lady's like, oh, animal control came and picked up the dog. And coincidentally, even though this lady is saying that she still has the dog and she doesn't have any neighbors, you know, somebody that gave an address in her neighborhood, her direct neighborhood, like right across the street from her house, is claiming that, except it's from a fake phone number. You know what I mean? A fake address. Like, it was pretty wild, I'm not going to lie. So I will know, apparently, so I called back because I was like, you know, what's up with animal control? Like, I'm trying to get them to, I need to verify whether or not a dog was picked up from that street. And I'm just literally asked, like, anywhere on that street was a dog picked up. And if not, then I will know without a doubt that she absolutely was trying to scam me, and I'm going to turn her into law enforcement. So, So anyway, so let this be a lesson to you that, you know, to not, you know, it's pretty wild, man. The way that people scam is pretty wild. And she got a lot off me the first time. So I you know, claiming that the dog was sick. I think she probably even knew someone at the vet office or something like that. And they straight scammed me out of $3,000. So, anyway, it is what it is. You know, I try to do the best that I can for my dogs. Now, because of this woman, I have a no monies kind of thing. So like if you were to get a dog for me and something happened, I'm not going to pay for anything. I just replace the dog. And it's because of people like that, because I cannot incentivize any type of monetary value or you know, like funds, because people will literally try to scam you. And she's not the only one. I had another lady in New York purchase a dog from me. Everything seemed fine. She paid. It, you know, was very chill. And then as soon as she got the dog, she called Zelle and tried to have them reverse the payment in full, saying she didn't get the dog. And luckily they called me, and I actually had, like, she didn't know that the person who had transported the dog was Reese's brother. So we had, you know, evidence that she had the dog, and it wasn't a, you know, I was okay and it was fine. But, you know, people be scamming, man. People be hustling. But, you know, it didn't work out, and that's what counts. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day, and I'll talk to you later, and I'll let you know. Pardon me, I didn't mean to like burp. But I will let y'all know what happens one way or the other. So talk to you later. Bye.